Clearly a good day. GoDaddy goes public, up 30%. But what's the real vibe down there? When it's up that much, are people kind of standing there with egg on their face saying, yikes, we priced this deal too cheap?
Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Eric. It's been a great morning. Everybody's in a really good mood. The stock priced at $20 last night, as you mentioned. It's up 30% here. I think the important thing to everybody was that they have a smooth opening, whatever the price was, and it was very, very smooth. The stock opened at 26 and change. It's still trading at 26 and change. I spoke to the investors, I spoke to the management team, and everybody's thrilled with the morning that they've had.
Tom, since we're talking about listings, let's talk for a moment about Scott Cutler. He was head of global listings for NYSE. As I understand it, he quit recently. He gets credit not just for the likes of GoDaddy, but for Alibaba, for example, and the remarkable share that NYSE was able to gain in internet and tech listings under his leadership, his being at the NYSE since 2006. What happens now?
Yeah, sure. Scott would be the first to tell you that any credit is shared. The nice thing about the New York Stock Exchange is we've been building the foundation for 222 years, foundation of the business and the brand, and so no single individual or group of individuals, frankly, are we too reliant upon. Scott's leaving at a very, very good time for us. We've been the global leader the last 4 years, and we're leading again this year. Our position in tech is outstanding. We're winning most substantially all of the larger tech deals. And we have a new gentleman named Garvis Toller, our new global head of capital markets, who's joined us, who I'm very excited about. So we're in a really good spot.
Do you credit the element of having humans, actual floor traders at the NYSE as one of the reasons why you were able to secure big deals like Alibaba?
Yeah, absolutely. The floor really has two primary benefits, Steph. The first is our trading market model, which blends the humans and the technology. And the benefit for that in a newly public company like a GoDaddy or an Alibaba or a lending club, so on and so forth, is that they can find that market clearing price for a new stock before it's publicly listed. And what that does is greatly diminishes the volatility on that first day of trading, and in fact every other day on the open and the close. And so there's a real benefit in terms of less volatility, tighter spreads, lower weighted average cost of capital. And that's why if you look back to the year 2000, we've won 9 of the top 10 largest IPOs, 9 of the top 10 spin transactions. That's a primary reason. The secondary benefit of the floor is quite frankly, the marketing value. I mean, you saw today the GoDaddy IPO. You're not down here in the building, but they have Danica Patrick's car out front. They have the banner on the front of our iconic building. Danica's here on the floor. And that's something that not only helps GoDaddy, but it helps every company in the IPOs, as well as our existing listing companies who can really leverage our media platform.
Hold on, though. Tom, listen, I love that. It's fun, it's cool, it's a party, it's a show. But you really win deals because you can create a circus?
How do you quantify the value of the floor? Look, you know well, Tom, that the fewer major exchanges in the world that have floor traders, the more questions are going to be raised about the New York Stock Exchange. It's just you guys and the London Metal Exchange now that the CME is closing its futures pit.
Yeah, there's actually 57 places to trade equities in the United States, and there's exactly one with a floor. As a business person, I see that as a unique differentiator. With respect to how do you quantify, there's really specific...
You see it as a differentiator. Others may see it as an anachronism.
Yeah, and you may well be one of those. I can tell you.
No,
again,
not at all. I have absolutely no dog in this hunt. I'm just asking questions. That's my job.
Okay, great. So, again, going back, why is it that we've won 9 of the top 10 largest IPOs, 9 of the top 10 spins? It's because it is quantifiable. Stocks that trade on the New York Stock Exchange, compared to other exchanges, like-for-like stocks, trade with less volatility, tighter spreads. That is a quantifiable benefit, which is very much appreciated by our listed companies, and it's a benefit that's afforded to us by having this floor.